Today we're going to be talking about carbon-plated shoes versus racing flats and see which ones make you faster. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Susie and this is irunthings, and in this video we are going to talk about racing flats versus the famous Supershoes, the carbon-plated shoes. Now recently I acquired a pair of Endorphin Pros by Saucony and a pair of ASICS Hyperspeed. I took them both for a run, a couple of runs as a matter of fact, and in this video we're going to talk about stats, compare data from my Garmin watch on both, see which run was faster, in which run my heart rate went higher, and which run in general felt easier. But before we delve into this topic, I want to talk about the Walt Disney World Marathon. If you've been following me for a while, you guys know that I am raising funds for Team Muscle Builders. They are building a new clinic in British Children's Hospital in San Diego, and they're using the funds that we are fundraising to finish building that clinic and staff it as well with professionals that are going to be specifically dealing with children's muscular dystrophy. So I hope you join me on my fundraising events. There's going to be a mailing list in case you want to be updated that way with me. I'm going to be sending information about my fundraising events. They're going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you'll want to subscribe to the channel as well if you're not subscribed already, and follow me so you can support me and Team Muscle Builders. Okay, and now we're going to go into the data. I don't pretend this to be any kind of scientific study. There's studies out there that have compared carbon-plated shoes in depth with other shoes. There's one recent one that I will link below in case you want to read about it. Obviously, the carbon-plated shoes are not cheap. They usually retail for upwards of $200, whereas racing flats, the traditional racing flats, range anywhere in between $60 to like $120, something like that. The Hyperspeed I paid $60 for. So they're a lot more affordable, and in terms of the life of the shoe, typically a carbon-plated shoe will give you 100 miles, something like that, whereas a racing flat will give you upwards of 200 miles. So it's gonna have to work for you, for your budget, and obviously for your body and the type of runner that you are. But for what it's worth, this is my experiment of one. Here we go, let's analyze the data. So here's the information directly from Garmin. I just picked the run portions of my interval, my workout, and the plan that I'm following calls for first 4 100-meter repeats, which I did in 8:59, 8:37, 7:11, and 7:36. And then you can see right underneath that my mile repeats, which I did in 8:52, 8:54, 8:57, and 9. Now we take a look at the heart rate. It went high up there, 184, 181, and then 184 again, and then to come down at the very end at 172. Now we're gonna jump right into my 800-meter repeats with racing flats, in this case with the ASICS Hyperspeed. Let me change this to just the run portion. Okay, so same thing. I needed to do 4 times 100-meter repeats, 823, 807, 816, 735. And then I had to do my 800-meter repeats, which were not good at all. So I did them in 837, 851, 907, 937, and just the last one was a little better at 845. So I was able to pick up the pace again and just reverse that trend because I was going slower with every single repeat. Now, this run was not good. Also, in terms of my heart rate, I wasn't able to pick up the heart rate for whatever the reason. So my heart rate was 153, 158, 162, and then towards the end, 171, 176. Now, generally, I wasn't feeling comfortable running in the Hyperspeeds at all on this day. And look at the last one, I actually called it off a little sooner and it just wasn't going well. And if you're still with me, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this one. And now let's think about what we just went through. So in my opinion, the most value you're gonna get out of the carbon plated shoes is the fact that after my run with the Hyperspeed, I felt really run down. Now, I didn't hit pace and my heart rate was kind of not getting high up there as it was getting high up there with the endorphins. So I don't really know what that means, to be honest with you guys, but what I felt the following day after using the Hyperspeed is completely run down. I was really chuffed. It was just not my day. I had pain, soreness in my legs were super tired. So I was like that Wednesday was my rest day because I was really run down. And it's the first time in my training plan that I actually have felt that way. Been doing this training plan for 14 weeks now, never felt this way till I used the Hyperspeed for that interval workout. Now with the Endorphin Pros, on the other hand, I feel like immediately I can pick it back up. I don't feel sore, I don't feel tired, my legs feel perfectly fine. So I think we'll see how they perform on the Brooklyn Half Marathon, but I think so far the great value of owning the shoes and using the shoes is that your recovery period is going to be a lot quicker, and there may not even be a recovery period per se. Again, I put my heart rate a lot higher with the endorphins and I still felt better the following day. So I think I'm gonna have to still compare more data and crunch numbers and see where the shoes are, how they compare in terms of like the stride length, for example. They're very similar in stride length, but I think I would have to compare them on a race specific scenario. And obviously the ideal scenario is if you could clone yourself, put yourself on the same track on the same day with the same temperature and just run with different shoes, which is obviously not possible. But short of that, I think I'm gonna have to still analyze the data and see how they compare to each other and with other shoes. If you've been following me for a while, you guys know that I love my Boston 9 and they're my favorite shoes of all time, and still neither the Endorphin nor the Hyperspeed compare in terms of interval workout speed and recovery with the Boston 9. Boston 9 are superior to both shoes, I think, in my opinion, and this might come as a surprise to most people watching this. Anyway, I wanted to ask you guys, which are your favorite shoes? Do you own Supershoes, carbon plated shoes? Do you not? And which shoes are your favorite for interval workouts and for racing? If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Run fearlessly, guys.